what's poppin' with tea? It's your girl Spicy Niche, and you already know why I'm here. So we're gonna jump straight to it, starting with the running beef this entire season, Annie and Swanky. Okay, so I've been in Swanky's situation twice, so I can completely understand his hurt. Basically, he was on the phone, Annie didn't know he was on the phone, and someone called her, and before like they could even let her know that Swanky was on the line, she started saying all these really bad negative things about Swanky, and that really hurt. And being that I've been in that situation, it's so hurtful when somebody that you trust, somebody that you're with on the day-to-day, you hear that kind of thing. And it really does affect how you look at all your other relationships, which is why I feel like throughout this season, Swanky's behavior was ridiculous. Like, I believe he was so hurt about the Annie situation that he couldn't trust anybody, and he was just taking it out on everybody else. Now, with that being said, that does not excuse his behavior, but like I can kind of understand why he was acting the way that he did. Personally, I did not like how he was bullying Louis. I feel like the entire season, I feel like he didn't deserve that. How he basically started the beef between Louis and Bonang. But in any case, they finally had a conversation. They hashed it out. I really like how Andile has been like the father figure this entire season. Just kind of mediating and giving everybody a chance to speak their truth and things like that. Now, what I do find funny is when they first met up, Swanky and Annie, and in the confessionals, Annie was like, "Oh, I'm more famous than him, that's why he's envious." I said, famous where? Did we just not get the memo? Because baby girl, what are you famous for? Being with innocent who cheats on you and you stay? At least, what just passed? AMVCA just passed. Swanky is a stylist. I saw he styled several girls. That's what he does. You, on the other hand, can you even go to the AMVCAs? You won't even be nominated. They say you're an actress. What was the last thing you acted in? You haven't even done a YouTube skit. Like, big girl, please, 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 please. Not too much on Swanky, baby girl. Baby girl. If you're gonna do anything, be for real. Just be for real. Now, with that being said, I really hate how she and Innocent were dragging this BS of respect. I'm your senior man. All this like, please stop it. Like, how many years do you senior Swanky with? Like, what is the relationship? Y'all are friends, right? So if you're friends with somebody who even maybe a little bit younger than you, then y'all are all on the same level. Simple. But that whole, respect, I'm your senior man thing, miss me with that. Like, Innocent, why should we respect you? You only respect your wife. All facts, no shade. Like, please stop it. Anyways, I also just feel like next season I don't give a damn about Innocent and Annie. Don't play me that storyline. If Annie wants to sit down with a man who is making her his doormat, let her be. I don't even see why the cast members are even like bothering themselves about this. Like, listen, at the end of the day, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. Simple. You cannot want better for somebody if they don't want better for themselves. It's literally that simple, and that's just what it is. If Annie doesn't see that this man has disrespected her on so many occasions enough for her to leave, then just let her be. Why do we keep talking about it? Because it's not like he's going to change his answer. He said what he said, and he meant what he said. Like, let's pack it up, throw it away. I don't care. Next. Now, the second storyline this season was Zuri, Fontana, and Diamond. Zuri, the billionaire. Baby girl, what currency? What currency? Is it rand? Is it shillings? Is it naira? What currency? Because it's not in US dollars. So like, let's pack it up. Like, nobody cares. Like, we don't care. I really hated the way how throughout the entire season, it seemed like she was trying to get one up on Fontana. Like, at the end of the day, I think a lot of women and a lot of men understand the situation that's going on between Diamond and Fontana. You do you, I do me, but when we are together, we do us. Simple as that. Simple as that. They have an understanding, and let's just leave it alone. But Zuri always trying to get one up on Fontana. Oh, I'm the mother of his 2 kids. I like Fontana, I do. Because, baby girl, you're the mother of his 2 children, and you still couldn't keep him. Even at the campfire, she was like, yeah, if Diamond was here, I'm cold. He would have been touching me. Okay. Do you want an award for being his baby mother? Because you're not the only one. You're not the only one. Like, seriously, move on. Simple. And then all this seniority thing that they like doing, please, 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 like, let everybody just be on the same level. You all are on the same show. So technically speaking, nobody's really higher than anybody. Let's just be for real. Now, Diamond just blatantly acting like he never said the things that he did to Fontana is crazy to me. Like, the rate at which cast members were lying this season, we genuinely deserve a reunion. First of all, Swanky needs to be held accountable for lying to Bonet and saying that Lewis said that it's because he didn't put flowers in her room that she left. Diamond needs to be held accountable for saying that he never said those things about Zuri. Kanye needs to be held accountable because she went and kind of like misconstrued a little bit of what Louis said and created this whole like misunderstanding. Like, they need to be held accountable for the lies that they told this season. Simple as that. Now, back to Diamond. Diamond, like Kanye said, men will leave you in the desert without water. Like, how can you just blatantly lie like that? Do you not have shame? Do you not know that they will go back and watch this thing and say, I think that they forgot that. Like, they forgot that they were being recorded when they were saying all these things. Now, on to Fontana as an individual. I just think it was so funny how she introduced herself as the dancehall queen from Ghana. Because I was just like, when do those two things correlate? Then I remembered my fave, Shatta Wale. Dancehall king in the whole Ghana. So now she's declared herself the dancehall queen. But we don't hear no music. I saw an interview that she did where the guy was like, okay, can you sing a song for us? And she was like, I'm shy. Like, I'm just shy. Like, you know how some people are just shy? Girl, you went on a interview to promote your music. You came on this show to promote your music. I'm still yet to hear the music. So when Louis says you don't want to be known for sleeping with this artist, you want to be known for your music, is he wrong? He's not wrong. You don't even have a music career yet. Simple as that. Like, let's just be so honest with ourselves. The way that I'm seeing this season, it's like I need to host a reunion because the way that people are being so delusional is like very crazy. Like, very, very crazy. But anyways, I love me some Fontana girl. Like, I wish her all the best. I didn't like how it seems like they brought her and Louis in as new castmates for the other castmates to kind of like berate, and I didn't like that. Now, one thing I really do feel like they failed to do this season is make everything gel together. Everything just felt like its own scene. It's like, why is it every single scene we see is somebody having an event? How many events can people have? Like, it's just too much. 1 minute we are here, the next minute the next episode airs and we're going to Cape Town. How did we get there? How did we get there? There was no conversation of, hey, you know, maybe we should take a trip. Maybe we should go to Cape Town. We just wake up, they're in Cape Town. They decided to go to Cape Town. Like, I don't know. How, like, I don't get. As a reality TV show, I genuinely feel like this show fails to show the reality. It does. The only people who we got to see on an individual level was Naked and Kaylee. And then we got to delve into Andile and his whole baby mama drama stuff. But other than that, it would have been nice to like get to know Louis as a person. Get to know Fontana as a person. Get to see more of Nadia. Get to see more of Swanky. Like, on an individual level, so that we as viewers can feel like, you know, we're developing a relationship with these cast members and we're getting to know them a little bit better. For me personally, as far as Swanky's concerned, you should go watch his interview with Toke Makinwa. Like, before watching this, I saw that when it came out, and I developed a whole new appreciation for who Swanky was, and an understanding, just learning like, okay, where he came from, you know, how he got in the industry and everything like that. Like, that's what we need on this show, not every single time event. Now on to Naked and Kaylee. Woo, child. It's been 3 years. The man has been married twice. He doesn't think he wants to get married again. If you feel like you want to get married, leave. It's literally just that simple. I don't know why we're going in circles with this storyline. He's gonna marry her or he's not gonna marry her. Like, personally, I thought they were already living together, because I remember last season he said something along the lines of, she's always here and she doesn't know when to leave. So I thought they lived together, but I guess she was just over there, and now he's like officially inviting her to move in, which is nice. But I mean, it doesn't seem like he's gonna marry her. He's already been married twice. Like, what I think Kaylee needs to do is pack up her bag and leave. Pack and go. Carry your bags and leave. Maybe then Naked will see, you know, maybe he can't live without you, or whatever the case may be, and maybe he'll propose. Maybe he won't. But leave for him to figure out if this is really, really what he wants. Simple. As quickly as Bonang came, she left, and I don't care. I did not care for her. I don't like the way that she was bullying Louis. Now, I can understand that part of it was not necessarily her fault, because it was Swanky who started this whole Louis and Bonang beef. And then she tried to act like she wasn't at the event, and then we found out later on social media that she was. Like, girl, like, all that rant. Like, Louis was genuinely being sweet and apologizing, but you couldn't hear that over your own ego just wanting to like go into attack mode. Like, please calm down. Like, and I agree with Kanye when she said that she came in and she was in a group of where everybody was on the same level and nobody was below her, and she didn't like that, and that's why she left. And I think that's why she left. She couldn't handle the heat, so she got out of the kitchen. Simple as that. Let's move on. Next. Now, we didn't see a lot of Kanye this season. We did see her stir the pot a little bit and then try to play mediator, but I feel I've missed her. Like, I missed her this season. I feel like she was a little bit absent because she lives in Dubai now. And even Nadia, I feel like she was just there. Like, she was there, but I didn't really see her, like, her as an individual much. And, you know, I hope next season we are able to see more of them. And yeah. Now, as far as Andale and his baby mothers, I feel like they were kind of forced on us. Like, we just woke up and the next couple of episodes were all about them. And I was like, okay, like, are we getting new castmates? Is this what they're trying to pull? But, you know, it is what it is. He has very gorgeous baby mothers. They are so beautiful, and he definitely has a type, to where I am confused as to like how Zuri fit into that type, but it is what it is. Now, another storyline was Diamond, Andale, and Zuri. Honestly, I am not here for the fake outrage from Diamond. Oh my God, you're my brother, even though we knew each other for 5 minutes because we just met last season, and you betrayed me and da-da-da-da-da. Like, please. Unless they had a prior relationship that I'm not aware of, y'all were friends for 5 minutes. Y'all just met. So therefore, I don't really feel like he owes you much of any loyalty. Like, I don't get. Maybe I don't know. I just don't get it. So it's just like, if him and Zuri wanted to have a thing, let it be a thing. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's just that simple. And then Zuri even tried to say that, oh, it's the same thing with Fontana, so I don't know why Diamond is in his feelings. It's not the same thing. And let me tell you why it's not the same thing. Because you and Fontana don't have any sort of previous relationship. Like, y'all just met. The same way that Andale and Diamond kind of just met, but it seems like they've been hanging out and building a relationship, whereas you and Fontana have no relationship whatsoever. So it's not the same thing. And I really don't like how they were trying to like separate Andale and Zuri the whole season. Like, girl, she can talk to whoever she want to talk to. Like, he can talk to whoever he want to talk to too. Like, they're not children that is like, oh, let's pull them apart so Diamond doesn't see. Please. Zuri wants to talk to Andale, let her talk to Andale. It's just that simple. Another thing that I feel like they need to do a better job of is when you are referencing a scene from the past, show us the clip. Remind us. Refresh our memory. It's been a year, probably a year and some change. We don't remember. You cannot expect that all of us are going to go back and rewatch the first season. That's what they do in Love and Hip Hop. That's what they do on most of these reality TV shows. When they're talking about something, like even Real Housewives, they will show us the scene that happened in, so we can be like, okay, this is what she's referencing. Like when they showed the picture of Zuri, Andale, and Diamond when Andale showed up at her house, I was like, oh, I kind of remember that scene, but the editing seems mad lazy that you couldn't just show us the scene so we could remember. This is what I hope to see next season. I don't care about Kanye and Naked. I'm sorry. Either she's gonna leave him or she's gonna be with him. It's just that simple. I don't care about Annie and Two-Face, innocent, whatever you want to call him, who's not so innocent. I don't care. If she wants to sit down and be this man's doormat, so be it. And I said in my TikTok, follow me on TikTok, same as the YouTube, you can't want better for someone who doesn't want better for themselves. If she's not ready to leave, she's not going to leave. When two people are in a relationship and you try to put your mouth in it, you end up looking like the bad guy when those two people reconcile. So that's what I've learned in my years. Like, don't comment on anybody's relationship, because at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do. If that's whatever is best for them, as a friend, you just have to respect that decision and move on. Simple as that. I don't want to hear about the next season. I don't care if she want to sit down and be cheated on by that man. It is what it is. Let's move on. I feel like there's definitely some boundaries that need to be set between Zuri and Diamond. It's like either we're together or we're not together. And if we're dating other people, it is what it is. Like all this kind of like, oh, you know, when we're together, it's like this and that. Like, ugh, girl, please. I don't know. This season was kind of like boring to me. I'm probably like the only person who thought this season was boring. It was like, okay, Swanky wants to bully Louis and is hurt because of his beef with Aunt Annie. Like, let's pack it up. Next. Then it's like Zuri, Diamond, and Fontana. Like, ugh, all this screaming and shouting. Next. Then it's like Andale and his baby mother drama and Naked and Kaylee. I'm like, yawn, 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 yawn. Like, this is boring. Next season, they need to do a better job of showing the reality of these people. This is called Young, Famous, and African. Show us the fame side. Show us the fame side. But I feel like they tried to like make this about drama and beef. And to me, it was just boring. It was like, how many times are we going to see a scene where Swanky is screaming? How many times are we going to see Fontana and Zuri all over the place? Like, this is boring. Like, it's not, it doesn't showcase Africa in the best way possible, which is what I hope that they do next season. Like, I get it, it's reality TV, people want drama, people want, you know, all that stuff, but there's a way to go about it. And some of this seemed like staged. Like, I don't know, it just seemed like they was forcing it, and I just did not like that. But you know, those are just my comments. You know, it is what it is, and you know, I hope they do better next season. And more importantly, with the editing, even the scenes, like I said, just seemed like they were all cut up from different places and just thrown at us. Like, please, like, do a better job editing and genuinely, like, creating a story, a storyline. Like, I don't know. I was not satisfied with this season at all. It just gave, like, they just wanted to put something out. Like, please do better next season and actually give us, like, real stories that we can relate to as viewers. Like, I really felt for Louis when I heard his story. I'm like, oh my gosh, like, we see people outside and we really don't know what they're going through. And I'm sure that there was a lot of people who could relate being in his situation, to where now I'm sure like he does have like a fan base. I mean, he always did, because he was being bullied for no reason. But you know, it just gives us a new appreciation for these people as viewers. And like, even for me, like watching Swanky's interview with Toke Makinwa, I equally gained like a new appreciation for who this person is. This is the side that I wish we could see on this show. And yeah, I mean, that's all I have to say. I hope they do better next season. And don't just give us new castmates for the other castmates to kind of like berate them. Like, please, no. No, we shouldn't be doing that. But anyways, that's all I have to say. That's just my opinion. If you don't like it, it's fine. Agree to disagree. Let me know what you guys thought about this season of Young, Famous, and African below. And I will see you in the next video.